Hi there guys. In order to be successful and work at a level that's going to get you at least a C at GCSE, it's important that in Key Stage 3, Years 7 and 8, that we understand a simple design process so that when we're completing our assignments, we're completing them to the best of our ability. So let's have a look at the process. We'll always start off with a design brief. Now the design brief is going to outline what we want to design. So what, who needs it, and a situation where it's going to be used. The person who's asking us to design it, we're going to call this person our client. So the client has given us our design brief and we're going to move on from there. So the first thing we need to know is do a little bit of research. This can be the really exciting part. What I like to do is complete a mood board where I get lots of images of products that potentially do the job already, similar products, lots of pictures of things the client likes, their likes, their dislikes, hobbies, interests, things like that. Put it all together and that's going to give us some inspiration. So, might also do product analysis, which is where I get a product that already does the job and I'm going to have a look at how it's made, what it's made from, the sizes, the functions, the features. I'm also going to talk to the client. Now the client could be me, so I'm going to know a lot of this information anyway. So I call it a client interview, where I simply ask the client what they're interested in, hobbies, a bit more about where it's going to be used, and possibly what they want from the product. So I've got a lot of information there that's going to help me design a product that the client's going to be really happy with. So once I've got this information, I'm in a position to actually put my design specification together, which is our list of features and functions that our product will satisfy. And if it does do that, the client's going to be really happy. So again, it's going to have all the features we want and all the functions. It could also have things like price, sizes, things like that. So that's that information there. Now at this stage, once we put our list together, we will go back and talk to our client and say, are you happy with this list, this design spec that we've come up with? If they're happy with it, we can move on and put some designs together. If they want to change it slightly, they can do that because we've not really invested massive amounts of time at this stage. So we're happy with it. Let's do some initial designs. Now, I like to do at least 3 initial designs. Each one of them is going to meet all the criteria up in our design spec. So, 3 ideas. I want them in 3D. Remember, I need 3D sketching if you're going to be working at a level that's going to get you a C at GCSE. 3D sketching. I want you to annotate, which means adding notes to your diagrams to show exactly what the functions and the features are. So if I'm looking at it and I don't really know anything about it, I can work out all the functions and features of your design. It'd be also nice to have them coloured, or the posh word we use is rendered. Now this stage, we may also have time. I want to possibly produce some basic models at a cardboard or something, which will help further explain our designs and help us test designs. So once we've got these 3 ideas and some basic models, again, we're going to go back and ask our client what they think of our ideas. If they're happy with 1 or 2 of them, we can invest some more time in developing them. If they're not happy with any of them and they need them changed, we can do that here. So let's imagine that we've got one that satisfies the design spec. We're going to produce our final design here. So it's going to be a more detailed drawing, and maybe it's going to have sizes, material choices, and other more detail on it. Again, go back and talk to the client. If they're happy with this, we are then going to go and move on to making it. Again, we might also have a more detailed model at this stage as well, which we can test. And if we need to change anything, we can do. So here we're going to have our plan then. We're going to plan to make our product. We're going to plan to make it. We might go on to make it. And obviously we want to make it very, very accurately and to a good quality. Once we've made it, again, we're going to go and talk to our client, and if they're absolutely happy with it, job done, we've made it, we've satisfied the brief. If we haven't, we can always go back down some of these loops just to refine it a little bit further and think about how we might make it next time. Okay, but by following this process and knowing where you are on this process, you're going to put yourself in a very good position to be working at least at a level that's going to get you a C at GCSE, and you're going to get the most from your assignments. Cheers, guys.